This is our Live from the Path on DesMoinesFly.com, a YouTube question of the week. And so the question has to do with Jared and I remember we had a conversation one time. I was out walking this afternoon, and the Des Moines Arts Festival is coming up this weekend. And one thing I remember, Jared and I talk about was how the church has kind of made art subversive to a certain extent. Like the church has, to a certain extent, squashed artistic, like Christian art, and hasn't expressed it well. So the question, I guess, from me to the churches are, what are you doing from an artistic standpoint to further the gospel message? What is your church doing, or do you think it's even important? Is it something, do you have a dedicated worship and arts guy? Is it something that your church feels to be important, and that you use different mediums, things like you've seen people do paintings, you've seen people do dramas and stuff,
interpretive dance.
I've not seen that, but it's possible.
DJs,
what?
spin beats.
You could spin beats for Jesus. It's possible. It can be done. So that's the question. So I'll go ahead and post that up on YouTube. If we can get to up to 1 or 2 minute response, would be great. Just we're interested to see what you're doing for that. Whether you find it important, whether you have seen great things come from that, or maybe it's not gone so well, and or there's things that you wish you could do but you don't have the time, talent, budget, whatever. I know I've seen a lot of cool things. I know there's a church up in Ames that I was talking to somebody about today, that they pretty much bought a building and opened it up to be able to have a live music spot in Ames, and they can bring Christian acts in. I mean, it's a way of reaching people through art. And I get it, like a cheesy Technologies for Worship magazine. They talk a lot about sound and lighting design for plays and things that they put on, which is another way to reach people. And so I think it's moving in the right direction. But are we doing enough, and have we taken steps to make sure people can express themselves for God in an artistic way? Because I think immediately you think artist, you don't really think, oh, Christ follower. I mean, that's not the immediate thing, but I mean, some of the most memorable things, for people to hold on to and live their daily life with, are psalms or something, things where David was an artist. He was he was a musician. He was a writer. Things. There's art in the Bible, and it's you can glorify God that way. And the question is, how are we doing it? How's it
Not
being
through
done?
the Sistine Chapel.